Okay, so today we're going to look at another prospecting source to find potential sponsors. So we're here. I've just made a copy of the template. If we come down here, we have kind of the checklist for potential lead sources. So we're going to assume that we have looked through the Chamber of Commerce, that we've looked at the Facebook pages, the high school Facebook pages for sponsors, and now we come to local youth sports. Um, so as you see here, we're going to be searching Google Maps to find youth football, little league, which is baseball, youth soccer, that sort of thing in the area. So it's really easy. As always, we're going to want to have a lead sheet up. So um, just our standard lead sheet, Google Maps, and of course Facebook. Um, so the school we're looking at today is Field High School here in Ohio. Um, and so yeah, we want to start, and until you kind of get familiar, you can just work your way one by one through these. So let's just start with youth football. So we've got the high school. We're going to type nearby youth football and just push enter, and let's see what comes up. There might be something close by, there might not be. Okay, it looks like there are two. Let's change this to driving. So it looks like there are two close by. There's Ravenna Youth Football, which is 12 minutes away. And there's Mogador Wildcat Football, which is 9 minutes away. So, um, yeah, let's just start with a closer one, but we might check out both of these. Probably wouldn't come this far, just given that there's two closer by. Youth football is kind of even more central located than high school sports, so we want to keep it nice and close, especially when we're in a city area where people probably have more options. They're less likely to travel as far. So let's start. We're just going to click up Mogador Wildcat Football. So let's go to their website and see what comes up. Okay, so we've got youth football here, Mogador football. Okay, so it doesn't, just um, trying to understand where we are, what we're doing, what this is. So I'm not entirely sure. This might be another high school. Um, but let's go to youth football and see if, okay, so it has its own page. That's good. Looks like this might be another high school. But this is the youth football, so they must rent out their stadium um, to the local community. Um, okay, games, league standings. Okay, so let's go to their Facebook page and see what comes up. Okay, here we go. Mogador Youth Football. This looks good. So we're going to go to our search bar here and let's see if we can find any sponsors. So let's type sponsor and search and see what comes up. And boom, that's a great start. Mogador Youth Football sponsors. It looks like there's a scoreboard we can pull from. So let's just copy that across. We can get rid of these now. So our lead source, Mogador Youth Football sponsors. So let's make this big. We might want to open the image in a new tab just so we can zoom in. Perfect. And you can see here we have plenty of options. So by this stage, you probably know how to go to each website and find potential emails and contacts. But let's just do one here. So we've got Petite Electric and Plumbing. So um, let's go back to Google Maps and Petite uh, Electric and Plumbing, I believe it was, isn't it? Yeah, Electric and Plumbing. Oh, okay. So this is an interesting one. Doesn't look like they have a website, so we want to go to Facebook. We want to keep this tab open, so we want to maybe, but we're going to search Facebook, so we probably need to open another new Facebook tab. Let's go to the search bar and paste in Petite Electric Plumbing and see what comes up. Okay, doesn't look like a Facebook page is coming up, so let's just go Petite Electric and Plumbing, Ohio, so that's the state that we're in, and see what comes up. Okay, it looks like maybe they do have a Facebook page. Not sure why it didn't come up. Okay, so you can see here there's not much posted. The last post was in 2015. So possibly they're out of business or something. We are going to try this email. So put the email in. We don't know who the decision maker is, and then it's going to be plumbing / electrical contractor. Yeah, sorry, just trying to tidy it up. And then of course we want to copy across the name. Don't need the code. Just Petite Electrical and Plumbing. Remember, just sort of read well in a sentence. Put that in there. Now let's go back and see if there's another email we can track down. Okay, Yellow Pages. That's good. We could possibly find an email here. So let's open this up. Sure enough, there's an email. So let's right-click, copy. Let's see if it's the same or different. Okay, it's the same. So it's a good match. It's probably a good email if they are still in business. So now we can come back to our scoreboard. Let's just do one more. Let's do Broderick Insurance, for example. So back to our Google Maps. Broderick Insurance. Okay, again, doesn't look like they have doesn't look like they have a website. So we'll go to our Facebook page and we'll put that in. Okay, again, doesn't look like anything's coming up. So let's go Broderick Insurance, Ohio. Broderick Insurance Agency. Looks like there might be something. Okay, Ohio. So it does look at and the logos match. You can see here, Broderick Insurance is the same as Broderick Insurance here, but it doesn't look like this website has been actively used. But still could be a good email. But we do have a website here, so let's see if this works. In the meantime, I'm going to paste the email here. Team. That's also Mogadore Youth Football sponsors. Let's see what's come up. Okay, so on their website is the service email. We already have that. We can just go Control F and V. Okay, yep. That's just to make sure it is exactly the same. Let's see if there's an About Us. Who are we trying to contact? Okay, there's no names. Let's go on the contact page. Again, still no names. So we'll use our Zoom info. It looks like I'm logged out. Sorry about that. We'll check the employees. Oh, we're not in West Palm Beach, Florida, so we want to get rid of that. Okay, it doesn't look like anyone's come up. So the last thing we can do to check for a name is we can go back and go Broderick Insurance. Broderick Insurance, Ohio. Let's type in owner and see if there's anyone who... Okay, so it could be Steve Broderick. It looks like he is located in the right area, Mogadore, Ohio. Let's just scroll. Okay, yeah, Stephen Broderick. Okay, Steve Broderick here as well. Okay, so we can address that to Steve. We'll copy that. Broderick Insurance, so they are not just insurance, but an insurance agent. So yeah, and then we'd go back to our scoreboard. We just continue to do that. Again, there's probably still, here's another whole board with sponsors. We'd go through all the photos. And we just want to go back and make sure we got everything. We'd keep on scrolling through, see if there's any more sponsors. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't look like it. Okay, so that's one example for the youth football. But as you can see on our tracking sheet, there's youth football, but there's also little league, so that's baseball and softball. So let's just get back. So we have one Facebook open. in Google Maps. So we want to go back to Field High School, type nearby. It's just the same thing, but the Little League. So Little League, and let's see what comes up. Is there anything close? All right, perfect. So same situation. Looks like we have two different options. We've got Waterloo Youth Baseball and Softball Association, and then also Tallmadge Little League. So let's just start with Tallmadge Little League. We're going to open up the website, also go across to Facebook and paste it in. And we'll have to see if this is the right one. Okay, it looks like it's Ohio, so that's correct. And you can see the logos, they match there. So paste that. Sponsors. And let's just do one or two of these. So up the top, is there anything about sponsorship? Yes, there is. Before we do that, we probably just want to scroll the page actually, see if anyone comes up. Okay. So up the top, sponsorship. Let's see if there's a list or anything. Okay, it doesn't look like there is a list. Let's go back. Here's their Facebook page, so we already have that open. So let's just go in the search bar and do what we did before. Perfect. Camp Carl, they're our first sponsor. So we would go on their website, check out their Facebook, again, just find the correct contact. You can see here we have a few more. We have the Ryan Insurance Agency, David Ryan. Looks like there's even a link to the Facebook and also to their website. Mossholder Realty. So you can see there's just a bunch of sponsors here, so that's great. We could look a little bit further on their website, but sometimes there might only be a couple. So that's right. We just keep on scrolling through. Wow, this looks like a gold mine. So I won't copy all of these across. You know how to do that. But let's just go and then of course once we've finished with Tallmadge Little League, we'd come across and we'd do the same thing for Waterloo. So it looks like they have a website. So we'd go on that. We'd also try to find their Facebook page. And so youth football and Little League baseball are going to be the most popular, but we could also do one more. So obviously, I'm not doing everything. I'm just showing you how to find the appropriate youth sports academies and Facebook pages to find the sponsors. And as far as using all of the tools, Facebook, the website, Zoom Info, Google search to find the emails, you should be getting pretty good at that now. So let's just go back and you can see here we have youth soccer, right? So we'll go nearby and let's type in youth soccer and see if anything comes up. Okay, so Kent State Soccer Field. That is a university. It looks like you can see Kent State University, so not what we're looking for. But here we do have, okay, so that's youth football again. So that's not soccer. In this instance, maybe we want to spread out a little bit. So you can see this is 24 minutes, so it's a little further. 21 minutes. All right. So in this instance, things are a little further. How far away are these? 23 minutes. And so this could be a good example. So again, there's lots and lots of options. You don't need to do everyone. I didn't see this one up here. Okay, so this is a soccer club. So let's just see. I've never done a soccer club before. We wouldn't have to do all of these again. Just choose the ones that you think might be appropriate, that are somewhat close to the school. Again, open up their website, copy them in Facebook, and then we just go through our process of trying to find sponsors. So yeah, I won't do that. You can see here advertising. So this might be a good example. We've got the soccer club. You can see here, it looks like maybe there are sponsors going around, but I can't see anything here other than advertising. I want to see if there is a list of their sponsors. So it doesn't look like they're coming up on Facebook. So we're going to go NC Soccer Club and let's just type in Ohio and see if anything comes up. Okay, NC Soccer Club, Hudson, Ohio. Is it in Hudson? Yes, it is. So it looks like we have found the correct email, Facebook that is. So let's type in sponsor, see if anything comes up. It hasn't come up. So one more thing we can do is we can copy this, NC Soccer Club Hudson, Ohio, and let's just type sponsors after and see if anything comes up. Okay. Now let's try Google Images and see if anything comes up. Okay. Let's see if we can get this up. Open image in new tab. Oh, this could, yeah. Okay. Hey, so you can't win them all. In this case, we haven't found anything here. Um, the last thing you could type in, obviously, you'd go and check all the ones out that you want to. That'll be up to you to decide how many. Um, again, just it's your gut feel. Do you think this is close enough? Are the businesses that are on there close enough to the school that it makes sense? Um, so one more, let's just type in youth sports and see what comes up. Okay, Tallmadge Recreation Center. So we could go here um, and just do the same thing. Actually, one more, I just want to use this as an example. One more way sometimes to find sponsors is to go on the photos, and sometimes there might be photos of fences that have banners on them. Just scroll through, see if we can see anything. Okay, it doesn't look like anything. Let's go on there, Google. On Google, see if we can scroll in and see. So sometimes you might be able to zoom in and see banners that are on the fences. So it looks like there could be something here, but it's just a bit too blurry, to make out. So, um, is there any other fence it could be on? It looks like this probably isn't the best one for us. Um, Soccer complex. Looks like there's 56 photos. Maybe there'll be a new photo that's closer in with some sponsors. Scrolling through. No. Okay, so again, we haven't had any luck here. Um, but yeah, that's just a bit of an overview using the local youth sports um, as a new way to find sponsors close to the high school. So once we've done that, we can just tick it off and job done. Appreciate you watching the video.